Have you ever completely fumbled when you're trying to accept or decline an invitation?
Oh, yeah.
Especially in English. I know I have.
It's tricky,
Yeah.
especially in another language.
But don't worry, because today on podcast, Listen and Learn English,
Yes.
your go-to channel for mastering these nuances of English communication.
Love it.
We're going to be diving deep into the art of responding to invitations
Yes.
with grace and confidence.
Absolutely.
So I'm George, your host,
I'm Diana, an expert in communication.
and we are so glad to have you all here today.
Thanks for having me.
Now, today we are going to be talking about responding to invitations
Yeah.
like a pro, and we have some source material that's going to really help us with that.
We do. We spent so much time analyzing material so you can really get this.
Yes, we do. It's a lot of work, but
Just-
we wanted you guys to be able to really grasp this.
yeah.
So don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to podcast Listen and Learn English
Yes.
for more of these communication tips.
Please.
And don't forget to leave us a comment.
We love hearing from you.
We love hearing from you guys.
Yeah.
And we love knowing what you want to hear about.
Absolutely.
Now, the source material that we have really dives into why responding appropriately to invitations is so crucial.
It really is.
It's not just about being polite.
Yeah.
It's about so much more than that.
Absolutely. It's about how we value other people
Yeah,
and their time, how we show respect,
right.
and how we cultivate healthy relationships. So it goes beyond just, mere etiquette.
Right. It really does impact our relationships.
Yes.
And how we are perceived by others.
Exactly.
For example,
Yeah.
imagine receiving a beautifully crafted wedding invitation,
Oh, yeah.
like with calligraphy and a wax seal,
Beautiful.
and all this effort was put into this invitation, and you just get a text back that just says K.
Oh, that's so impersonal.
Right.
It's just like a slap in the face.
You put all this effort into this invitation, and you get a K back.
Exactly. It feels disrespectful, right?
Yeah.
You just feel like, oh, okay, so, all the effort I put into this means nothing to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A thoughtful response.
Yes.
Whether accepting or declining,
It shows that you care.
it shows that you value the person
Exactly.
and you value the effort they put into it.
Absolutely.
And our source material highlights 3 key reasons why this matters.
Okay.
First, it shows respect.
Yes.
Second, it helps maintain relationships.
Right.
And third, it prevents miscommunication and potential awkwardness.
Absolutely. And, think about it from the other side. Have you ever received a vague response to an invitation
Oh, yeah.
that left you wondering if they were actually coming or not?
All the time.
Yeah, it can create so much confusion and logistical nightmares, especially if you're planning a party or an event.
Absolutely.
No.
And you don't want to be that person.
No, you don't want to be the one who causes chaos.
So a clear and timely response
It's crucial.
helps everyone stay on the same page.
Exactly.
And you don't end up, overbuying at the grocery store
Right, exactly.
for a party or something like that.
Nobody wants to be stuck with 10 gallons of potato salad.
That's right. So let's start with the art of accepting invitations gracefully.
All right, I like it.
Our source material really emphasizes
Uh-huh.
the importance of understanding the level of formality
Yes.
required for an invitation.
That's a really good point. How do we navigate that?
So it all comes down to recognizing whether an invitation is formal or informal,
Okay.
right? So for example, imagine using the phrase, "I would be delighted to attend for your friend's casual game night."
It sounds a little...
It would sound a bit stiff, wouldn't it?
It would sound a little like you're going to a royal wedding or something.
Exactly. It's like showing up in a ball gown
Yeah.
to a backyard barbecue.
Right.
So it's key to match your response to the tone of the invitation.
Yeah.
Just like you'd match your outfit to the occasion.
Yeah.
So for formal invitations, like a wedding or a business dinner,
Right.
using more elegant language is appropriate.
But if it's a casual gathering with friends,
Mm-hmm.
a simple, sounds great, I'll be there,
Yeah.
works perfectly.
It's all about matching that tone.
Exactly.
And speaking of matching the tone and expressing ourselves,
Yes.
let's not underestimate the power of enthusiasm.
Absolutely.
Instead of just saying yes. Try something like, "I'm so excited, count me in."
Yeah. Put some energy into it.
Right?
It makes the person feel good about inviting you.
It does. You're showing that you're excited to go.
Exactly.
Now,
Yeah.
on the flip side of that,
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious, how do we handle those situations where we need to decline an invitation politely?
Ooh.
That can be a bit of a minefield sometimes.
It can be tricky.
Yeah,
Yeah. But it's an important skill to master.
it is.
Yeah, it can definitely feel awkward declining.
Yeah,
But you're not alone in this.
yeah.
A lot of our listeners have shared this anxiety.
Right.
So let's break it down and make it less stressful.
Okay.
The key is to start with gratitude, regardless of your answer. Even if you're saying no, acknowledging the invitation
Okay.
and thanking the person
Right.
shows respect and sets a positive tone.
So like, thank you so much for inviting me.
Exactly.
That's always a good starting point.
Absolutely. Then you can offer a brief, neutral reason for declining.
Okay.
You don't need to over-explain or make up elaborate excuses.
Right.
Just something simple, like, I already have plans that day, or unfortunately, I won't be able to make it this time, is sufficient.
You're being honest, but also respecting boundaries.
Exactly.
You don't have to divulge your entire schedule.
Exactly.
Just, keep it simple,
Right.
but honest.
Exactly. And here's a pro tip. If appropriate,
Aye.
you can suggest an alternative.
Ooh, well, good.
It's like, I'd love to catch up another time. How about coffee next week?
Ooh, that's a good one.
This turns a no into a future yes.
Right.
And it shows that you're still interested in connecting.
Absolutely.
Yep.
It keeps that door open
Exactly.
for a future engagement.
Right.
And it brings us back to that idea of reciprocity
Yes.
that we touched on earlier.
Absolutely.
If you decline often,
Yeah.
maybe it's time to host your own get-together.
Exactly.
Right. What do you think? What are your thoughts about that? Let us know in the comments below.
Yes. Tell us about your experiences with invitations.
And it's worth mentioning
Yeah.
that cultural nuances play a significant role in how we respond to invitations.
Absolutely. Oh my.
In some cultures,
Yeah.
a same-day response is expected.
Right.
But in others, it's considered polite to wait a day or two
Exactly.
before replying.
It varies so much.
It does. That's fascinating.
It is.
It really highlights how important it is to be aware of these cultural differences,
It does.
especially in today's globalized world
Yeah.
where
Absolutely.
you're interacting with people from all over.
All the time.
Have you ever found yourself in a situation
Oh, yeah.
where you weren't sure how to respond because of those cultural differences?
All the time.
Tell us about it.
Yeah.
Share your experiences in the comments section of Podcast Listen and Learn English.
Yes.
We would love to hear your stories.
We love hearing from you guys.
Okay, so our source material
Yeah.
provides some really helpful phrases
It does.
for both accepting and declining invitations,
Yes.
both formally and informally.
Absolutely.
And these are great resources for our listeners.
Yeah.
And remember, folks, we put a lot of effort into researching and crafting these episodes.
We do.
So don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like,
Please.
and share this episode with your friends.
We appreciate it.
We'd love to have them join our community.
Absolutely.
Okay, so for formal acceptances, you could say,
Yeah.
it would be an honor to attend,
That's a good one.
or
Yes.
I gladly accept your invitation.
Very professional.
Yeah, very polished.
Yeah.
Very professional.
Yes.
What about for those casual invites,
Yeah.
like a friend's movie night?
Yeah. In those cases, you can just say, sure, I'd love to come.
Or count me in.
Right, much more casual.
Exactly. Just
Yeah.
keep it light and friendly.
All about adjusting your language
Exactly.
to the context.
Yes.
Okay, now let's look at some ways to politely decline an invitation
Okay.
for formal refusals.
Mm-hmm.
You could say,
Yeah.
thank you for the invitation, but unfortunately I won't be able to attend.
That's a classic.
Or,
Yes.
I appreciate the invitation, but I have a prior commitment.
Perfect.
And for those times when you have to turn down a casual hangout.
Yeah. You can just say, I'd love to, but I can't make it this time.
Great.
Or, thanks for inviting me, but I have other plans that day.
These phrases are so helpful.
They're good to have in your back pocket.
Yeah, it's like having a toolbox
Yes.
for navigating
Like,
any invitation scenario.
absolutely.
But beyond the words themselves,
Yes.
what about the overall tone and delivery?
Tone and delivery. Oh, that's huge.
It is.
Yeah, you can have the perfect phrase.
Right,
But if your tone doesn't match,
right.
it can send a mixed message.
Totally.
Yeah.
It can.
Yeah, so think about it.
Okay.
If you say, yeah, sure, I'll be there, but you sound hesitant,
Right.
it can sound more like an obligation
Yeah.
than a genuine yes.
That's like you're not really excited to be there.
It's all about conveying that enthusiasm.
Yes.
So even when you're declining, try to maintain a warm and sincere tone.
Mm-hmm.
A genuine, I'm so bummed I can't make it, can go a long way.
It shows that you care.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
you're saying, I value you and I wish I could be there.
Yeah. It's about that human connection,
Exactly.
even when you can't physically be there.
Absolutely.
I like that.
And remember, authenticity is key.
Yes.
People can sense when you're not being genuine.
Yes, they can.
So just try to relax, be yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and let your true feelings come through.
Yeah, be genuine, be authentic.
Exactly.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground today on Podcast Listen and Learn English.
We have.
From understanding the nuances of formal versus informal invitations
Yeah.
to navigating cultural differences.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And mastering the art of declining gracefully.
We covered it all.
So what's the one key takeaway from all of this?
I would say the key takeaway is
Okay.
be mindful, be clear, and be sincere.
I like it.
Mindfulness helps us understand the context and tailor our response.
Mm-hmm.
Clarity ensures that our message is understood,
Right.
prevents confusion and misinterpretations.
Yeah.
And sincerity.
Mm.
That's really the heart of it all.
It is.
You know, it's about showing respect,
Right.
valuing the relationship, and just
Yeah.
expressing yourself genuinely.
Beautifully put.
Thank you.
And remember, mastering these skills takes practice.
It does.
So don't be afraid to experiment.
Yes, try out different phrases.
Mm-hmm.
See what feels natural to you.
Find what works for you.
Exactly.
That's right. And that brings us to our challenge for today.
Right.
We would love to hear from you guys.
Yes.
Share in the comments section of Podcast Listen and Learn English a time when you had to respond to a tricky invitation.
Ooh, I like that.
What did you say? How did you feel? What did you learn from that experience?
Yeah, let's hear those stories.
We learned so much from you guys
We do.
and your insights.
It helps us create better content for you.
It really does.
Absolutely.
And if you're enjoying this deep dive into the art of communication,
Yes.
don't forget to subscribe to Podcast Listen and Learn English.
Yes, please do.
And hit that like button.
And share it with your friends.
It really helps us reach more English learners around the world.
It does.
And if you have any suggestions for future topics that you'd like us to deep dive into,
Yeah, we love hearing from you.
let us know in the comments.
Absolutely.
We are always looking for new and exciting ways to help you master the nuances of English.
Always.
Until next time,
Yes.
keep practicing, keep learning, and keep those invitations coming.
Absolutely. We'll see you next time.